We have a global-inspired menu, and we have a wide selection of wines, including 32 that are poured by the glass. We pair them in what we call samplers, where you get to sample 3 different wines. You get a half glass pour of each. All the wine and food are very compatible with each other, so it's easy to pick food to go with the wine and vice versa. The question that we get asked the most is, where is the stained glass? A lot of people don't realize that it's just a play on words. It basically refers to the little bit of wine that's left on the bottom of the wine glass that leaves a little stain, and that's where we get our name from. One of our biggest advertisers out there has been our customers. Since the day we've opened, we've done very little advertising, and it's all been word of mouth, and it must be working because we've been here 10 years now.
So Sarah, you say the stained glass bistro is almost too good to be true. Tell us why you chose it.
I haven't found an entree on this menu that I haven't loved. To me, it's contemporary American food. You can go and get really dressed up for a night out, or you can just go in jeans with your family. No matter what, it's the perfect restaurant for any occasion, as long as you enjoy food.
And wine. I mean, it's a wine bar and bistro.
Right. It's got a great selection of wine and a lot of great price points. It holds a special place in my heart. It's the only place that I've ever seen my mom actually get drunk. So for me, that was really fun. They have these great rafters on the ceiling, and she made a comment, she's going to kill me, but, I think I'd like to swing from the rafters.
Now, Wilfred, you're a huge wine fan. So we said wine bar or bistro, and you walked in. What'd you think?
Well, I was excited to go there because of the wine part. It just so happens that Italian wines are not particularly my thing, and the wine list was very heavy on Italian wines. Mm-hmm. But I think if somebody's really into Italian wines and likes that, that's your place. If you like French wines, they're sort of underrepresented on the list, which kind of surprised me because of the name bistro.
Well, there are 3 ways you can order wine there. You can do they have 30 wines by the glass, and so you can choose to have the mix or match your own flight, or you can go with one of their set flights. And then they have a more affordable wine list, and then they have their reserve list. Right. So, I mean, there are many options there, but yeah, I mean, if you're not sure how to go about it, it could be a little daunting. What do you think, Monty?
I thought the place was excellent. I don't know too much about the wine. I don't drink.
I don't either.
I had the pork tenderloin wrapped in bacon, which was delicious. But it had plantains, which I'm not a big fan of plantains, but that was really good. And I thought it was excellent. I mean, I thought the place was really good. The service was good. Cute waitress, real cute waitress, which I like. I mean, even though I have a fiance, I still appreciate good-looking
I already
waitresses.
outed my mother for being a lush, so.
Oh man, I know, right? Sounds like a floozy.
Right.
You know?
I thought, by the way, I second the idea of the service. It was really good. Our waiter was really good.
It's a really unintimidating environment, and I also appreciate, not only with the wine, but for the food. I'm someone that, I look at a menu and everything looks good and I want 3 of everything. And so a lot of times when I'm talking to a waitress or a waiter, I'm going to say, okay, but what do you think between this or that? And they always answer correctly and give me a great recommendation. I've never been let down.
What are some of your favorites on the menu?
I love this appetizer they do, this artichoke. My mom, when we were little, made steamed artichokes with butter on it. And for me, that process, I could sit and eat an artichoke all on my own. It's like my equivalent of like a bag of Cheetos for people. And they put gorgonzola on it, capers, mushrooms, and it's insane. It's so decadent and delicious.
That sounds good. I had the scallops appetizer, which was delicious. The scallops were great. You get 3 different scallops, and they were like on 3 different like sauces and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they were all really good. The avocado sauce was my favorite. That was super I mean, I love avocados, and that was phenomenal. That was my favorite thing with the appetizer with the scallops.
I started with the scallops as well. Enjoyed those. And then my partner and I split the meatballs, which were quite tasty. And then the Amish chicken, which was good, but somewhat not memorable. I can't really remember a lot about it, which I think says a little bit about it wasn't particularly, it was sort of a roasted chicken. Where's the sommelier, though? I never saw a sommelier. Have you encountered one there?
I haven't, but I'm beginning to think the title of bistro or wine bar doesn't necessarily do it justice, because it's got great wines, but it also has fantastic standalone dishes that are phenomenal.
I agree with Sarah.
They could serve chocolate milk with it, and it would still be a great restaurant.
Yeah, you're right, Sarah, because I felt the same way. Like, I don't drink, but the food was phenomenal. I mean, we got the asparagus wrapped in bacon.
You like bacon?
Of course, who doesn't like bacon? I mean, bacon is so good. They had to make bacos so Jewish people can eat bacon. I mean, because there's nothing bacon in there.
I haven't
That's how
capitalized
good
on that
bacon
craze then.
Wilfred, what did you think of the crowd and sort of the atmosphere and ambiance?
It's very suburban. You know you're in suburbia.
Right.
I sort of felt like I had an orthodontist sitting next to me, and on one side an orthopedic surgeon on the right. But sort of a very tame suburban type crowd. But everybody seemed to be enjoying themselves, and I think a lot of people took advantage of that special wine flight. You know, if you're not sure what to do, that's a great idea.
Do you think the price point sort of matches the idea of a wine bar or bistro?
The wine seemed fairly priced to me. The food was, I think, fairly priced to maybe a little on the higher side, but not offensively.
I thought it was a little pricey. We ordered it was a $37 special where you pick an entree, an appetizer, and dessert, and I was golden. That was perfect. But I thought it was a little pricey. We left going. It was really good, but expensive.
Right.
But good, but expensive.
But really good.
But really good, but expensive. But expensive for me, you know. So.
Yeah. All right, Sarah, you recommend the Stained Glass Bistro? Sum it up for us.
For American contemporary food with a real eye to seasonal flavors, you can't beat Stained Glass.
Wilfred?
I would say that it's a taste of suburbia done very well with a chef who's talented, and anyone who's interested in wine should take a look at it.
Monty?
If you love scallops like I do, you'll love the appetizer. And if you love stuff wrapped in bacon, then this is the place, because it is good.
You can check out the wine list and much more at the Stained Glass Bistro, 1735 Benson Avenue in Evanston, 847-864-8600. They're open for dinner every day. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $50.